I'm just thinking about some possibilities. Okay, now I'm on the share setup share side. I'm deleting all the shares, which are the same names as the users that I just deleted. But here they're functioning as shares. So when you create a user, you end up creating a share. That's the confusing part of it, isn't it? I don't know if it's always the case, but for my case, that's the way it's been doing it, and the way I like it. But the users that are going to be used as users are the ones that start with the letter P in this scheme that I have set up. Well, I can't delete public. I have to skip it. And here's the Q's. Q. Oh, I'm about halfway through on this side. Maybe. Maybe I got another 10 more to delete. So it's not too bad to delete all of them. But once I get to creating 50, and I have to delete everything, oh my gosh. But I've created 20, so maybe I'm halfway through. Q it's one thing. Mm. 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 Okay. Okay, so users, add multiple users, import users, next. I will go pick it up right here. It was time is 10:37 p.m. on that file, but now it's 11 p.m. I'm going to, I didn't, it doesn't have to be the same time as the actual time because I didn't change anything. I'm just gonna see if it works after deleting everything, if it works. In other words, I don't have to have a stage 6 to get stage 7. I can start off with everything blank, right? Yeah, look, see this problem? They've been created. All the shares have been created, but I can't access them. I can't set them the way I want. And that happens pretty much everywhere, right? Some things get sort of configured. Like say, let's see this guy. He's a user. So he gets a little bit of configuration. He got his namesake configured correctly. But it's interesting. Look at the rest are set as read write. And let's see. Let's look at the queues. The queues. I think I want all the queues to be blocked, denied access. And now let's look at shares. Let's look at a P here. So, oh, there's something correct, but I want, let's see. Yeah, that's right. What about Q, Carlos? Oh, look, Q Carlos is all inaccessible. The settings, the access is inaccessible. So I could look at others in similar way. It's all inaccessible. Only the P's are semi-accessible, right? Yeah, the, that P Vladimir is sort of accessible. Yeah, that's correct. What about Q Alba? Q something. Q Camilo. Oh no, it's all inaccessible. I shouldn't use the word inaccessible. Some other word. So to fix that, we run the same file over again, overwriting duplicates. What does this do? Uh, I have a explanation for that. I don't know if it's adequate. But what happens is the first time you run it, it manages to create and attempts to set whatever it can in the first run, but it's not able to set everything. Perhaps because not everything has been created while it's setting things. So maybe it needs a delay or something. So for this reason I have to run it twice. So that, for example, Pete Christian, all these, the read-onlys, the read-writes, the deny access, and the quotas get set up correctly. Notice that read-only is, I guess it's because it's in these things are in alphabetical order or not. Read-only should come after read-write in the way the parameter is set up. But it doesn't do any harm. It's just could be confusing. In other words, one would have to mentally move this read write up here and put it right after group name so that it would coincide with what you have on the spreadsheet and in the import text file that you're importing. But it doesn't matter. It's just something that maybe they could fix. Maybe they don't need to. So I ran it a second time, right? So what happens when I run it a second time? Oh, then you have some activity. Look at all this activity going on. Settings. Things are being set. In this case, the user P. Alvaro has access to a few shares. Looks like he has access to 3 shares. He has read-write access to 3 shares. He has read-only access to about 8 shares. And the rest, about, I don't know, 10 are denied access. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, that top one, 9, is public. Doesn't matter. Maybe I'll set everyone. Maybe I'll set public to everyone to have access to public. Hmm. Okay. A free-for-all. Mm-hmm. I can't change it this way, right? I'm looking at users, and public doesn't show up in users, so you have to go to shares and go to public here. See, it's off. So if I switch that public to on, then everyone would get access to it, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm looking at public. Oh, the only person that has access to it is the admin, which is me. So, yeah, I'm thinking that public could be used to store multimedia, and we could throw things up on on the on on the television, large screen television. But I'm looking at shares right now, so it's interesting to look at queues. Any queue will do, is because queue means that it's shared by one person. P P Carlos is managing Q Carlos, and everyone else has read-only access to P Carlos, as you can see. Oh, but the admin has no access to it. And but I haven't set that. I haven't defined it. I don't know if I should. Hmm. And then so I'm looking at the share Q Carlos. So the only persons that can edit Q Carlos is Carlos through the user P Carlos. Uh, Everyone else is denied access, or some get read-only access. The staff members get read-only access, right? Yeah. So I could look at something else. Let's see. RFin, that's finance. I know that Carlos and Christian get access to finance, and everyone else is denied access. And then there's another finance folder called S-Fine. That's like a shared finance folder. That's managed by also by Carlos and Christian, and there's some people that actually get to take a look at it, but it's a read-only. So those will be these folks with the P in front of their name get read-only access to it. And you notice that this list is in alphabetical order, right? Christian, Enrique, Ivan, Vladimir. Then the Q's come up. That's why I put the letters P, Q in front so that everything would be visible in alphabetical order by groups. Then you have the R's and then the S's. So in the R's you have Fin, and HR, that's human resources, and ops, operations. And then the S's is the same thing, Fin, HR, and ops. The only difference between R and S is that R's are more private and S's are shareable, but read only. Okay, so I'm pretty confident that it worked. I got everything configured according to the file, and this is what the file looks like. And this is how I manage the file using a spreadsheet. The file requires 7 columns: A, B, C, D, E, F, G. The first column is the user, or the name, that would be the name of the user or the share folder. But the users are in yellow. These 7 users are the ones that are going to be logging in with a password. The rest are going to be treated as shares. So that's why I put dummy password, and I made access denied to all those dummies, and a quota of practically 0. I put a 3, that means 3 megabytes. But the users actually are going to get 20 gigabytes, which should be good enough. I don't know, I could increase it when somebody hits the max. So what I do is go from one corner to the other corner, and click that, and then Control C, copy, and one corner to the other corner. Let's see, Shift, select, and then Control C. Then Notepad. Then Control V. There it is. But that's hard to read, so I get rid of the word wrap. And then that looks a little bit easier to read. But I still have to scroll to the far right because these parameters are getting wider and wider. See this from here to there, from here to all the way to the almost to the end, when there's a new tab. So those items, they're separated by colons. Those are the shares that I'm denying access. So this guy, if he enters with QIvan and dummy password, he'll be denied access to everything, and he won't have much space of his own. This means 3 megabytes. He won't get space of his own, and he will die of boredom. So I had to put a password to get it to work, actually. I think it demands a password, because when I left it blank, I think it didn't let me. So I put the word dummy password for the parameter where the passwords go. And the reason why these columns are staggered is because when the name is short, then the tab is shortened. When the name is long, it gets lengthened. There's supposed to be a standard 8 spaces, but if the column you were at exceeds 8 spaces, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So then from here to there would be 3. 5 and 3 is 8. 1. I can't do 1, 2, 3. No. Well, I could go like this. And it looks like it's maybe that's 4 spaces. Okay. Hey, look at this one. Oh, yeah, there's 8 spaces there, but there's like 4 spaces here. And then here's, oh, yeah, there's only one tab. But why is this tab so short? Why didn't it get moved over to there? I think it's because this name is shorter than the others. Let's see if I make the name longer. Oh look, it moved. See, when you so maybe I could change his name to Ivan Mo, and over here Ivan Mo, and over here finance, and resource and operations, and then again finance, and resource and operations. So making the names longer would put this column in line. But then why did this column get pushed over there? Oh, I know why. Because there's, see, there's 1, 2, 1, 2. This column is blank. And this one is 2. But over here, it's not blank. It goes from here to there, and then starts another column. This column was left blank over here. So that's why. Well, I'm not going to save this file, but this is an idea. To make it look prettier, I could lengthen the names, the number of characters for the names up to a point so that they get lined up for easier reading. But then if I lengthen the names here, they'll be lengthened in here and there and everywhere. So maybe what I should do is reduce the names. The size of the names. Let's see. See, that's what it was before. So maybe instead of Enrique, I could say Enrique. Vladimir, I could call it Vlad. Christian, I could call it Chris. Carlos, Camilo, Álvaro, Enrique, Vlad. Oh yes. There's another name. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. There's another name. Goose. meh. Could make it goose M and goose P. Mm. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Mm. Goose P. Mm. Yeah, that way it'll be shorter. Can you? Uh-huh. Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, I'm gonna change the names later on. I'll save this. Give me an idea. Mm-hmm. That way they'll be right there, and then that way. Hmm. Oh, what about this? Let's see. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Mm. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hmm. Oh, but I don't think yeah, it would help. Hmm. Oh, maybe I could. Oh, maybe I could put dummy read writes. Yeah, I could put dummy read writes. P. Oh, cute. Camille. Hmm. Or Finn. Yes. Finn. Hmm. Ivan is is HR is Finn. Hmm. That's an idea. Hmm. I could have some dummy shares. Dummy users and dummy shares. Dummy users and dummy shares that I would share. That way everything would get in line. That way I could look at I could look at the file and I could see everything is in line, right? That's an idea. Because I have a limit of 512